Cabinet Minister A.L. Haq has submitted his recommendations on the reservation policy to the expert committee constituted to review the reservation policy of the state. Responding to queries regarding its contents, the minister shared that as per his recommendations, he suggested 15% reservation in favor of general categories. He suggested from the 40% reservation allocated to Khasis and Jaintias, 20% be reserved for below poverty line families. He also suggested the same for reservation to BPL families in the reservation in favor of Garos. He suggested 5% reservation for remaining scheduled tribes and scheduled castes in the state.
We have got the letter from the chairman of expert committee, Meghalaya Reservation Policy, to all the stakeholders to give their suggestions and whatever suggestion they want relating to the Meghalaya State Reservation Policy. We have given my suggestion, a written letter to the Honorable Retired Justice Shri Mulchan Gagri on the 29th of May 2024. So I had been given my suggestion is like this without touching its originality. You are clear, without touching the originality. My suggestion to the expert committee is as follows. So I told that about the 40%, which is reserved for the Khasi, Jaintia, and also 40% which is reserved for the Garo community. So I told, without touching the originality of the reservation policy, out of 40% of the Khasi, Jaintia, Garo, it will remain only with the Khasi, Jaintia, Garo only, but only I had given my suggestion is like this: 40% for the Khasi, Jaintia, it should give 20% for general and 40% general mean for the general of Khasi, Jaintia only, and 40% or the 20% for just come back. Out of the 40% of the Khasi Jaintia reservation which has been given, out of 40, my suggestion is it will remain the same only. 40% will be divided into two categories only of the Khasi Jaintia. 20% for the Khasi Jaintia general and 20% also for the Khasi Jaintia, the poorest of the poor, for the BPL family. The same thing for the Garo, also 40%. 40% for the general, out of 40% Garo reservation policy, 20% for general of only for the Garo community, and also 20% only for Garo community, that is for the BPL family.
The present scenario, it's for everyone. But how will this your suggestion,
No,
your
everyone
recommendation?
means the 40% is everyone for the Khasi Jaintia only, 40% for everyone only for the Garo. So among Garo, they cannot be divided 20 for the Garo poor people. Then the 20% for the Khasi Jaintia cannot be divided 20% for the poorest of the poor BPL family of the Khasi Jaintia. My concern is at least to bring also the poorest of the poor, the BPL family, at the same, almost same level in the society.
So you were saying basically that it will be 40-40.
40-40.
And then you further segregate the 40% into two parts.
Two parts.
20 for
BPL.
and 20 for
General, but only for that particular community only.
So within the community,
Within the community,
they should segregate
only,
based on
only I want to give it only to the poor and the BPL family.
Well, sir, we have seen that number of people are submitting their suggestion, and a lot of people, in fact, they say that for Khasi Jaintia Hills, that it should increase the reservation quota.
See, what others giving the suggestion has nothing to do with me. I have my personal views and my personal suggestion. So whatever my personal only, I have given this suggestion. I am looking only for the poor, the poorest of the poor, the BPL family. It has to be, bring them to the at least to the level of the in the living society.
Okay. So, many people ask, even suggesting that they should maintain a status quo, and this thing, the state reservation thing, should not
This
touch.
is status quo only. This is status quo only, but we give special. We give special only for the BPL family, the poorest of the poor.